we have met here last for its details.
এটা কি গিরিশ শর্মা বানিয়েছে? আমার কাছে থেকে
బ్రో పని ఉంది బ్రో, ఏమనుకోవద్దు, సరేనా?
సార్ మ్యూట్ లో పెట్టండి.
Good evening. Hello. Is it audible, sir?
Yes, it is audible.
Sir, audible, sir? Sir, is it audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Yes, sir, it is audible.
Good evening, all of you. Today we are taking the class 50 education and training and the employee involvement or consultation in safety. Okay, sir? Good evening to you all.
Good evening,
You know
sir.
that what is this? Good evening, sir. Safety education and training. See, safety education means not the personal education. They have to, what is it called? Get the knowledge of skills, theories, and attitudes they have to improve upon according to their individual works, individual what is called goals to achieve the objectives. So that the resulting the increasing of efficiency of organization as well as the own job satisfaction also. The training cycle should be in a systematic manner Determine whether the training is needed or start up improved program for step 7, that is called 1-1. Then identify training needs as per the
Sir,
employee
please,
needs.
sir,
Hello?
please share your screen.
Share?
Please share your screen, sir. Screen is not shared.
Your screen is shared, sir, already. Now you see, sir?
Okay,
Karimulla
sir. It's
garu.
visible,
Okay,
sir.
sir.
Visible. Sorry. Yeah.
Very good, sir. Very good, sir. So we have to improve the program from steps 7 years. Step 7, there are 7 steps are there. First of all, identify the training needs, identify goals and objectives, design and develop training. That means activities. What are the process activities, maintenance activities, engineering activities, what the management is assigned, that should be designed and develop the training program. Accordingly, training modules to be prepared. Then after the preparation of the modules, we have to see that which type of training to be conducted, methods, types also will be discussing here. And after training, we have to evaluate whether the people are understanding or not. They're taking the feedback after the training. And after the training, after 1 month, the training evaluation should be done. Whether they are implementing the process in their activities in a systematic manner or not. Is there any gap? We have to see that the gaps should be identified from the individual employees, from the management of the departmental head. We have to take the feedback. How your employee already attended training January, February, what is called, what is behavior, what is his attitude, what is the training knowledge he has acquired. That feedback has taken from the head of the department about his employee. If any gaps is there, we have to evaluate and see that the gaps should be covered, and again training necessary, retraining should be given. Like that we have to improve the training program. Like that the cycle should be, training cycle should be circulated like this. The first of all, determine if training is needed or not. What is called employees are needed, training is required. We have to first step that the problem can be solved by training or not. Identify the training needs. As already told, we have to department wise identify training notes. Each employees training for training wise employee wise training needs to be identified. That should be circulated within 6 months of the schedule. Identify goals and objectives. And what are the objectives? We have to 6 months what is called training to be given. If the within 6 months any new product development is there, that the training is also to be necessary to include that also, and so that what is called employees are aware of those things. Design and develop the program. That means after listing out all the training needs and activities and all, we have to design which resources have classroom classes or classroom trainings, or we have to go to the department itself, we have to give the training, or they have to ask us to come to the HR department to attend the training classes. Depending upon the availability of the employees, we have to conduct. Design and develop the training program is also very, very important. The conduct the training. Conduct the training, the process of the conducting meeting is specific knowledge and skill to be taken care of while identify the training needs. Whether is head of the department of the particular department will give the feedback. The gentleman of our employee is necessary for training in this area, like for example, raw material segregation or raw material mesh-sizing, what is called, or otherwise reactor operations, like that drying operations. Like this, the head of department will give feedback about their employees. On that basis, training need evaluations will be done, training need identification will be done, and then we will be conducting the training conduction. Okay, sir. Now, after hello, sir. Hello, Aram gar, any doubts? Aram gar, any doubts?
No, sir. No, sir.
Yes, sir. Sir, thank you very much, sir. Evaluate the program effectiveness, whether the trainer
Okay, sir.
and the trainee. It depends upon the trainer and the trainee. We have to look after whether the trainee is imparted training to the trainers. Whether what is that trainee is getting information from the trainer or not, we have to understand first of all. After the training is there, we have to evaluate the program effectiveness. Whether is the goal is okay, object is okay, training module is okay, but the trainer which gives the pronunciation or the training methodology or presentation to the trainers, whether the training is reaching the up to expectations or not, we have to. Otherwise, simply we have to improve the program by getting the feedback from the workers, supervisors, and like this, what is called, we have to gaps identify and revise the training program. Otherwise, there is no need of spending time for the this much of what is called time for this training for the employees. What are the general training needs are assessed from the following grounds. The new employee is there, we have to an induction training program has to develop. If the old employees, that means already experienced people are there, their knowledge, new topics, new technology, process revisions, if any there, new methods, and forgotten what is called the old items, for example, we have to see that what is called that old, that means experienced employees also, we have to see they are what is called upgraded with the technology. If the technology upgradation is there. And emergency preparedness, safety audits, firefighting equipment, hazard identification, like for example, hazard identification, risk assessment, or any for every what is called things, we have to identify the training needs for each employee, which is behind the lack. That means an employee he doesn't understand the HERA. That person is not understanding the AJAP. That person doesn't know about the emergency team. Another person is not knowing about the on-site emergency. Like that, we have to identify the training needs and we have to see the all the employees should be covered in a training module. Suppose, for example, one person is transferring from one department to another department. We have to treat that employee as a newcomer to that department. Again, in induction program, what is the new position? We have to see that, we have to explain his job specifications, we have to explain his job description, we have to explain job evaluation also, we have to inform him. Any technological changes are there. For example, is there any national changes are there in a standard legislative acts, legislative rules or acts? Then that is also we have to inform the employer, and also training module to be included accordingly. Suppose, for example, addition of new materials, new machine is what is the reactor, that is new method, new process. Such what is called is also create a need identification. Any changes in the organization procedures, any changes, we have to see the training module, training schedule, training calendar, training need should be always, it is revised. That's why the training is online function. It's a continuous process. There is no static. It is a dynamic. Suppose January is releasing January 2025 releasing schedule, for example. If there any 2024 we are released, if any change there, we have to immediately change the February itself. Because once the release of the 6 months training or 6 months calendar, if there is not important is there and there is not purpose will be served, immediately we have to revise. That's why training function of organization is always dynamic, is always continuous, is always to be revised. When the performance is not up to the mark of the management expectations, immediately we have to call the people, we have to conduct the training, which is not in the training schedule, but the efficiency fall down or productivity is not achieving, improve the what is called things immediately. Though it is not in the schedule, we need to conduct improving, because business, unfortunately, the business has to be improved. And the manager under the workers, that means supervisor or foreman, field need training for workers are working under them. Immediately we have to add those people in the training module. Suppose one X person is not involved in the one of the training, but he is in charge, is was telling that my candidate has to involve that program also because he needs. Immediately we have to involve. That's why their training program Our training, what is called presentations, is always dynamic, is online functions. Sir, Naresh garu, anything, sir? Doubt, sir? Naresh garu, is there any doubt?
Sir,
Hello, tell me, sir.
sir, little bit of slow.
Very nice.
You will
Good. Sorry,
you will
definitely.
maintain, sir.
Definitely,
As well
sir.
as sorry, as well as I think you are the you was a new lecturer. I think, sir. Before another lecturer is there, sir.
Yes, sir.
So why changed the each sentence point out after that give clarification, sir.
Very good, sir. That means each
After
point.
completion of the after completion of the point reading, after that you will explain about that point, sir.
Definitely, sir. Definitely. I'll correct myself,
Okay,
sir.
thank you, sir.
See,
Thank you,
for
sir.
example, these are the general training needs, sir.
Sir,
Number
actually,
one
small
is
doubt.
Yes, sir. Please tell me, sir. Naik garu.
Sir, actually, in our organization, what we are following, so we got
Yes, sir.
an observation from BSc audit that the trainer is not certified as a train the trainer. So is it some kind of means legal requirement, or it is just industry best practices which they have
Sir,
they want us to follow?
once the organization top management is identified the trainer, that itself is a certificate, sir.
Okay. So there is no
One thing.
any specific.
One
Please, sir.
thing. Organization process is there, no, sir. Procedure, organizational SOPs, these companies, what is called procedures and all. Once the leadership of the top management is identified, this head of the department, so and so person is identified as a trainer, that itself is a certificate. Number two, if
Okay.
ISO system is there in your organization, either quality management or environmental management system or safety management system, one lead auditor should be there. At least one lead auditor of the company. One
Okay.
lead auditor. Or if not lead auditor, at least internal audit training to be certificate to be obtained by that gentleman. That is like a management representative. That should be there.
The train the trainer requirement is only a industry best practices, or it is some kind of legal requirement is there that the training person should be.
It is not a legal requirement, sir. I'm sorry to tell you. Legal requirement is only telling that any systems are developed from the certificate agency. That is the legal requirement.
Okay.
Industry procedures is not necessarily legal requirement, sir. Once identified by the leadership of the top management, he is a trainer certificate. That's all.
Okay, fine.
Okay, sir. Welcome, sir. Welcome.
Okay.
Any other doubts, sir? Okay, thank you, sir. Coming to the general training needs, there are some 8 points are there. New employees are very clear about job certification. Therefore, training is essential required for the new employees. That we call as an induction training program. Where the new recruitment is there, we have to clear job description about his role in which department he is going to be sent. Second one, already experienced employees are there. There is any process changes or new technology or process revisions are there, we have to involve them, even experienced people.
बोलने से बेसवा देता ना फिर से उतरा के
Srinivas garu, any doubt, sir? Metlapalli Srinivas garu, any doubt, sir? Third one, change position due to promotion or transfer. New position may require training. That means one person is under promotion, he's got to the promotion and he is sending to the other department. Immediately, we have treat him as a new recruitment for that department, even though he is an experienced person. Again, induction program, about that process. Again, what is called, we have to involve in the training programs of that process department that is to be taken care of. Technical, number 4, technological changes in organization, addition, for example, addition of new materials, machine, methods, process, equipments, new equipments are there, create a need of training. If any changes are there in the company, we have to add a training need identification, training module to be revised. That presentation of training should be changed. Number 5, to make a person more versatile to do more than one job. For example, safety supervisor, accident analysis and all. A person who is what is called having acquaintance of the process, he has to involve in the more focus on that judgment to be highlighted. Because he is having the safety supervision, he is doing some accident analysis and data feeding, everything he is doing according to the administrative effort. We have to highlight that person. Suppose in the training identification and training module is also cleared and training calendar is also released, but fortunately the productivity is not expected to the suppose 700 tons as they are expecting, but they are getting 680 only. Immediately management is asking the HR department to conduct the training program about the efficiency fall down and the productivity lack as well as performance is not hitting. Immediately we have to involve a training program in connected to the efficiency fall down. It is not necessary to stick on to the training calendar. We have to add some more what is called training as per the requirement of the top management. That's why the training function is always online function. It is under dynamic. It is not a static. It's always revision will be there. Okay, sir. Any supervision, any foreman requires my employees are training required in this area, because in the training need identification you have done, but training calendar it is not there. Please involve our people in that vertical training. Immediately we have to change the training calendar and we have to involve those workers under the request of that supervisor or foreman or head of department. Even we have to discuss in the training program under the training identification and the training module, records of production of various years, what the change of management business strategy. Last year production is this much of product, this year production is this, and this is turnover is there, accident analysis, absenteeism, rejects, errors, waste points, everything we have to disclose the information to the employees where the improvement is necessary. Otherwise, we are not supposed to hiding the things before the employees with regard to the production aspects. That's why the training module, training in identification, training calendar is always changeable, always needs changing. Whenever the revision is there, immediately we circulate to all the department and we have to put in the notice board also. Normally, those who are what is called having some training, design and development. How do you what is called design and development of training program? First of all, motivation should be the first condition of any type of training. First of all, you have to see the training is just like that for attendance purpose or for audit purpose or for the leadership purpose, we cannot conduct. We need to conduct the one training improves a lot of employees improvement, those who are attended, and morale to be graduated, motivate the people. Number of lessons and content to teach should be well designed beforehand, steps to our sequences topic like this. Presentation should be very clear. We have to explain each and every point up to their understanding point. These are the design and development of training programs. See again, the presentation should be not too large. Srinivas garu, any doubts, please? Please don't disturb the please. The presentation quantity, that presentation of the slides should not be more, should not be less. It should be enough to carry your message to the trainers. Objective training is very, very important. Objective training means what is the whether process, reaction process or drying process. What the title of the program is very, very important. Objective of the training means training of the objective. Immediately in doing what is called in the beginning of the training, whether what is called what is our understanding, ask the people stand up and explain what I am telling, what is your doubt. In between the trainer has to ask the participants and they are seeing that what they are well aware of this point or not, they understand or not. In between they have to ask the people and there is always give the mobile people. That means always who are attending the training, they should be always mobile. They are not putting the what is called mobile awning. They are seeing the WhatsApp messages and all. Once the trainer and the trainee, the coordination is very nice. Then only your training effectiveness will be there. In 10 minutes, we have to close. Sir, I already told my management in between because there is a program 7:30 to 8:20. But the Zoom timing is not correlating or this thing. It is taking only 30 to 35 minutes. I already informed to the management to take care of. They told that they are definitely in Monday or Tuesday, they will upgrade the Zoom timing also. Okay, sir? Sorry for the inconvenience. See, we have to ask the what is called the trainer should be always asking the doubts of trainee. Trainers should always mobile. See, what is the employees' participation is there or not, we have to see first of all. We have to example, training program design and development should be done means to give the posters. Like for example, safety posters. Training instead of matter, the posters will be reaching to the participants very easily. What are the training types of methods? Lecture method, case study method, role playing method, and sending at training centers, job instruction training, like this. For example, if you see the what is called the lecture method, we have to presentation, lecture to be given. Discussion method, there is group of discussion people will be there, and everybody is talking about their raising their questions. We have to group discussion. Case study method, one accident is over. On that basis, we have to conduct the training root cause analysis. That means accident case, that is called case study method. Role playing method. Role playing method, that person involved in the process, we have to see that what is called that person is simulated what is called the situation. That means that person is understanding his process or not, we have to role playing method. And sending at training centers, first of all, we have to ask the people instead of conducting trainings at their centers. Training should be conducted in the HR department that is better. Because suppose that employee is nearby his department, training what is called hall is there, he will go under the what is called requirement of head of the department. Head of the department has phone to HR, please send my operator in between training and what is service. Don't send. That's why ask the trainers to reach HR and then only conduct the training programs in different what is called place from their departments. Then only he will what is called concentrate on the subject what you are going to given. Job instruction training. Job instruction training means useful train supervisor who in turn train employees. That means we have to create a trainers. That means that is also job instruction training. Because once there are HR department trainers are there, but every department as a trainer is required. That means out of head of department is there, where the deputy head is there, but employees in the employees, you have to pick up one of the dynamic person. You have to see that employee should become a trainer. That is called job instruction training. Then only that employee will be given training to their co-employers very neatly. They are listening their voice also. That is called job instruction training. We have to, out of the employees of department, we have to, one of the employees who is expert in this, we have to create a trainer and all. Programmed instructions and all. Or project work is there. For example, a book form, a literature form, posters, we have to issue to the employees at the security department. Please go through. This is our company profile book. That is also programmed instructions. That is not conducting any training. That booklet itself is the training. Constructions will be there. Project work is there, for example. We have to involve all the participation of all the employees, all department. Suppose in the 2025 January, you want to increase the what is called production, or you want to involve the one technological changes is there at that time. That is called a project work. We have to see that what is called every employee should be aware of that project project work. That is what is the need of going for project. What is the need of what is called going, whether it is customer requirement or the management requirement or technical changes are there. You have to involve all the employees if there any changes are there. Types of training, safety trainings, induction process, ongoing safety training, safety representative training, supervisory training, and senior and middle management training, and directors training. See, for example, induction training means for new employees. Ongoing safety training, that means department employees are doing their process. They have to always upgrade every 2 months and 3 months. Though they are performing their work better, but they are not supposed to forget their specification, their job evaluation, their jobs descriptions. You have to ongoing what is called safety training should be there for all employees. That's why it is necessary to create new trainers from the employees itself, among the employees itself. Safety representative training, that means safety department is having 4 members of total strength, but total that 4 members is not enough to carry out the organizational function. That is why from every department you pick up one employee and take it as is under the safety representative training has to give. That means he is responsible for his department safety activities. Then supervisory training. So one of the supervisor is there. The training is also supervisor. Also we call all the supervisors one time and give the training under his purview. And the senior middle management, because there are a lot of difference of responsibilities and roles and accountabilities from the supervisor and senior and middle management, where the senior and middle management having the authoritative, but supervisory training is not authoritative. Yes, is to inform the impulse, delegate the what is called is message to the employees. But senior and middle management, they have a responsibility, they have authority, they have accountability also. 4 and 5, supervisory training and senior and middle management training is different, sir. Very lot of difference is there. Because where the supervisory training, only supervision, only to delegate his process to the employees, delegate his orders to the employees, simply follow the employees. But whereas senior and middle management, they are authoritative. They have what is called roles. They have authority given by the top management. The training is also, both are different. Directors training. Directors means where the what is the company directors are there. What their job is also, we have to, they know that the directors training is also will be given. Because why? What is the necessary directors training? Is there any process changes are there? Directors should be informed. Because he is not only a stakeholder, but it is a director, but to inform the top management training has to be taken care of at least once in a year. Specific training includes, normally with regard to the safety, these 10 are very, very important. Safety system, work for particular operations, and second one is first aid, specific items, plant or equipment, use of protective equipment, fire precautions, safety inspections, change of what the 7 is change of job for which workers is not trained, role of workers in emergency planning, techniques of safety audit, a job, and as well as the ARA. The AJAN and FTA and ETA, that means not necessary, but where the AJAP and ARA and safety audit observations has to be informed to the all employees. These are the specific systems. That means specific training molecule which is compulsory involved in the training module. Last but not least, the safety work permit system is very, very important. some of the people not how to fill up the work permit also doesn't know. We have to see that safety permit, work permit system also to be known by the all what is called employees, though they are what is called carrying the work, though they are not responsible for work permit system, but they know each and every item which are published in the safety work permit system. Then after conducting, yes, tell me, sir, please.
Sir, can you
tell me, sir, Naresh garu.
Sir, may I know your name, sir?
Prabhakar Rao, sir.
Prabhakar Rao garu, can you explain Ajab Pandhara, sir?
Yes, sir.
How we have to do, how we can,
yes, sir.
We have to do the Ajab Pandhara in
yes,
company,
sir.
sir?
Yes, sir. Actually, the hara means earlier what is called before Ajab hara,